if you are not an SMD or MD, don't sneak in, okay? Because I know some people are just trying to sneak in right now. But if you are serious about your business, then I want you to also be present and be on camera. Are we good? It's important. So please text any of your SMDs, right? That needs to be on,
Hmm?
or your MDs especially,
Hmm?
and see if we can get them on real quick.
Hold
Are
on.
we good? So please do that. I'll give you a couple of minutes to do that real quick. Let me see here.
What did you say? It's not the same thing before.
Recording stopped.
Yeah, you can stop it for a little bit. Let's get everybody to call their people first. Then we'll see what we need to do.
Tomorrow we're gonna
So 8:04, we're gonna get started.
Hmm? Mm-mm.
Good evening again. How are we doing?
Evening, Doc.
Top fired up,
Good
super
evening.
Recording in
excited.
progress.
Ready to go.
Awesome,
Good
awesome,
evening,
awesome.
excited.
Good. So these are the champions, right? I hope.
They are.
Okay, okay. I'm assuming everyone of you came tonight with some goal in mind. Is that correct? They call it came with an outcome.
100%, 100%.
So please put in the chat, what outcome do you want out of this evening? For you, what do you want to achieve tonight? Just type in the chat real quick. Some of you can put your hand up and tell me, but I want to kind of know. So I want to give everybody a chance to say it. Maybe I take it from 5 people. Just tell me quick, what do you expect to get tonight? You must have come with some expectation, I'm hoping. So we say you want to close 10 out of 10, okay? Be a better closer. Become proficient to duplicate correctly and consistently. Okay, better closer. Confidence in closing. Okay, learn something new to bring my business up. Close 9 out of 10. Okay, okay. So real quick, I get it. If you rate yourself out of a score of 1 to 10, 1 means being you suck at closing, and 10 mean you're an expert? How do you rate yourself, real quick? Put it on the chat, please. It's probably easier than trying to ask. Let me see who I'm talking to tonight. So I see 3, 5, 6, 6, 9, 3. Okay, okay. Yewande, you are not going to be teaching the class today. Okay. Yewande is at 9. Let me make sure I got that correct. You are not have to teach this class today. Greg is at 9 too. Okay, good. So I have some friends we're going to teach together. Are we good? Usually if I ask you what's your confidence, you have to say like a 10 out of 10. Because closing is a mindset. You guys get it? I believe I can close anyone. Now, are they going to take action? Is that up to me?
No.
No, not necessarily. So I don't worry what action they take, but I know that what I tell them is going to prompt them to want to take action. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Now, this morning, how many of you are on the training this morning for the MDs and SMDs this morning? Okay. I actually felt personally like something shifted for some of you, like real. That's what I felt. I don't know, maybe I was wrong. But I know from what Pauline said, I realized something shifted. Okay. And it's very simple. Miss Comfort, you were on, you shaking your head. Something shifted for you this morning?
I was crying. I was, because I saw how, especially when the community leader, the lady was talking about, as a community leader, when she see what is happening in our community. But sincerely, the training that you shared with us was a game changer for sure. But beyond that, we've so messed up a whole lot of messes, and now we have to go back and start cleaning the messes. And so, man, I was crying right today because the weight was still so heavy, and I could imagine what you have to go through, because I know most of these complaints come to you as our leader, and I just can't even imagine it. I mean, we are just experiencing the little backlashes. So I just pray for you. I just pray for you, Dr. Kwende, for grace to keep going. God bless you, sir.
Guys, now listen, I made a commitment myself that I'm going to do my best to fix the things that are happening. Personally, that's my personal commitment. Can you make a commitment to yourself about helping to make this, to fix this yourself? You have to, if it's something you want to do, you have to say that. To say, I make a commitment to help make a difference.
I make a commitment to make a difference.
I make a commitment to make a difference.
To make a difference.
I make a commitment to make
I
a
make a commitment to make a
difference.
difference.
Thank you, Dr. Marty Kwende. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Judith. So it's a personal commitment, right? I was talking to Ademola this afternoon. We talked for 1 hour. Ademola, how many people did I tell you that I want to change?
100. Just
How many do you
I
have
have
on
to
this
go
call right
by.
now?
I have to go by.
104.
104. Okay, 103. So this is my point. I'm just telling you right now. All I want to do, I have 14,500 licensed agents on my team in WFG. I only want to change 100. That's it.
Wow.
I don't know if you're in the 100, but that's what I want to change. That's it. And I'll tell you why. If you're here, you should count yourself very lucky. I'm just planning to change 100. That's it. I don't need more than that. Do you know why? Take out your calculator. Take your calculator out real quick. Everybody, take your calculator out. If 100 of us make that commitment today to master this, and next month we teach one person. Next month. So 100 of us, we teach one person, so that's times 2. How many is that going to be next month?
200.
200. Okay. Now I want you to multiply that 12 times. So 12 months. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So the 100 times 2 times 2, make the 12 times. Are we catching? So try it. So I'll do mine times 2.
2400.
2400.
No. You guys don't get it. They're not getting it. 100 times 2 is next month. Then times 2 again. So everybody does 1 every month. You guys hear me?
2,400.
No, it's not. Slow down.
400. It's 400. 400.
No.
400.
4,800.
Times
No, come
two.
to 10 million.
Who has done that so far?
Confirm.
Just do 100 times 2.
4,800.
Yeah, do 100 times 2. That's it. You got to do 100 times 2. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Then I want to multiply times 2 again for the second month.
400.
Good. And then I want to multiply it times 2. I want to multiply by 2
109.
12 times. So 12 months. Hear me very hard. So I get 100 today. Next month, you do one person each, just one. Okay. The next month, each person does one. Just one, get one. 12 months, what are we going to be at?
409,600.
No.
1,800.
1, 2, 3,
1,800.
6, 7, 8.
1,800.
So you guys, the one person got the answer
No,
correct.
Yeah.
409,000.
409,600.
109,600.
Yes. That will be 4 times the
Yeah,
WFG
409.
company.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Company interest.
WFG has 100,000 agents right now. If you do what I'm telling you right now, just as I'm telling you, I make sure you commit this today and you master this in this next month, right? But next month, you teach only one person on your team, just one. Everybody teaches one. In 12 months, we're going to have 409,000 properly trained agents. How soon can we get 100,000, which is WFG's size right now?
1 year.
No.
We can divide that by 100.
1 year.
In 9 months.
9 months.
Yeah.
Do you guys see we can make this happen?
Yes.
It's not that hard. Trust me.
Compounding.
Yeah, exactly. But it's a little commitment. That's what I'm asking you. I made my own commitment already. I am going to teach 100 people. That's what I want. I'm going to do 100. Okay. Some of you are on the call right now, and you're going to stick with me for a little bit. But in the next month, I want you to master what I'm telling you right here. And then the following month, you do one person. You can do 10 if you want, but let's you do at least one. In 9 months, we're going to turn this thing over. Let's say we mess up and we only do half.
Oh, yeah.
In the 9 months, how many new licensed people will we have? Let me make sure I got this correct. Give me 1 second.
108,000.
No, have 50. So because it was 102,400, right? If we only did half, we'll still be at 50,000 agents that know how to do this, right? Do you see that this is very solvable? I'm not asking you to do much. Just make a commitment. I'm going to help make the difference and master this. And then next month, just change how many people?
One.
Just one. Just one. You can teach all the other people the wrong way that you like to teach them. Just commit to do one person for me. Are we good? Just
No
one.
going back.
That's why I'm asking you. Just teach one person. That's it.
Yes. Makes
sense. Now, some of you were not in the morning class. I'm going to just give you the 3 things again that you need to do, because that's key. If you understand that, the closing becomes easy. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to show my presentation. You're going to understand why my presentation works all the time. Because everything I told you in that slide, I already have in my presentation already. We good? Now, I'm kind of tempted not to tell you everything I'm telling you right now, because I want you to come to Dallas. No, I don't want you to come to Dallas. I only want people that want to truly change their business to come to Dallas.
So I'll be out of the country. What happens?
You guys hear me? They don't what it country is not. It's okay. We'll catch you next time. But I'm just saying, I'm not telling you anything yet to convince you to come to Dallas. You don't need to come to Dallas. You are not coming there for me, coming for you. So if you don't need to come, don't come. It's perfectly cool. But you still have to make the commitment. But I guarantee you, if you come to Dallas for 3 days, your entire perspective will change. It's not going to take me 1 month. It's going to take 3 days to change you. 3. Or you can come for 1 month. It's up to you. And I'll still show up for the 1 month. Mr. Kenneth, are you hearing me? For the 1 month, I'm still going to show up. But if you come to Dallas for 3 days, everything you want to do in 1 month, you do in 3 days. Then next quarter, we're going to do the exact same thing again. The next quarter, we'll do the same thing for 4 quarters. We're going to transform this business. Or you can be doing it one day at a time. You miss one, then you show up to one, then you miss one, then you show up to one. It's up to you. Or you come to 1 3-day event, we feed you, we make sure you don't even go and pee by yourself. We have somebody go with you. Okay. So that way they keep you accountable. You go quick and then come back. We good? We go eat at the same time, go to the same place. So we're learning as we're eating. So we waste absolutely no time. Are we good? If you want to be efficient, it's up to you. If you don't, the people that are coming are still going to come. I don't care if it's 20 people, I'm going to treat them the exact same way. And do some more one-on-one training, okay? So today I want to take you through those 3 steps again. It's very, very important. And then, who likes to close business owners? Okay. What about child policies? Okay. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those 3 steps again, but I want you guys to understand closing is fun if you know how to do it. It's very, very simple. So let me open my own PowerPoint presentation. I want you to see you need to do your own PowerPoint that allows you to talk the way you talk. Make sense? I don't want you to do my presentation. I want you to create yours. But there's a format to it. You cannot be a closer and not have a presentation. It doesn't make any sense. Please don't use mine. Create yours. You can copy some of my slides. It's perfectly okay. But create your own. Does that make sense? So don't use my slide. Use your own, but create something that you can use that makes sense to you.
But Doc, I think for now, since we're still financial trainees, we may use yours, and then when we become financial professionals, then we can.
Comfort,
create our
this is
own.
all I'm saying. If you want to copy mine, I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to stop you. But don't feel like I'm asking you to use mine. I'm not asking you to use. That's my point. Okay. If you want to use it, it's perfectly fine. But I'm not asking you to use mine. I want you to have yours. You can take the one that I have, pick slides from anywhere, but please make it flow for you. It's very, very important. Okay. If it flows for you, then you can close. If it doesn't, and like I said, it's not that hard. It's not many slides. I can close anyone with 2 slides too. Anyone. And you can do the same thing too. We good? Okay. So let's go back to what we did this morning real quick just to help you reorient. Who was not at that class this morning? Oh my goodness, you missed out. Okay, you missed out big time, but it's okay. I'm going to catch you up real quick. Okay, let me do this real quick. I think somebody was still sharing their screen, so I couldn't share. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, we can.
Okay. You guys realize this business is a system, correct? It's a system. Now, for me, I don't know about you. Some of you have never seen this graphic before. I joined WG in 2010. I saw this graphic for the first time in 2018. Not this particular one, but something similar to this. Guess who showed this to me? Rich Tolly, the co-founder of the company. He said the business is a system. Think about it. I joined the business in 2010. I see the system for the first time in 2018, 8 years after. Some of you still haven't seen it even to today. But you're running a system business, you don't even know what the system is like. Say, wow. And then you are surprised you're struggling. So this is the trick. Don't follow the chart where I have it. Start at the bottom. Where do we first talk to someone for the first time? We invite them. Does that make sense? When you invite someone, someone can sit with them one-on-one, or they can come to what? A BPM, like a Saturday BPM. We close them. Guess what you're supposed to do next? The financial need analysis. Guess what most people skip? The financial need analysis. So they go from BPM to what? To client. So you are doing financial malpractice right there already. You are giving medicine, but you don't even know what the sickness is. You're practicing like they practice medicine in Cameroon because they don't have diagnostics. If you say I have fever, they give you like 6 different things for any eventuality. Okay. But guess what? If you do the financial health check, it's going to help you make the right clients. Okay. When you make the right client, guess what you're supposed to do? You're
What
going
he
to tell
wants?
them, hey, Miss Comfort, now that I just
Huh?
helped you, you saw what I did for you. Do you like it?
You want
Yes.
what?
Who do you care about that I can do the same thing for? What do you think she's going to give me? Proper referrals. When she give me the referrals, what am I supposed to do? I'll be like, hey, Ademola, I just helped Comfort. And she told me that you are one of the people that she cares about. And she wanted me to share what I did for her. What do you think Ademola is going to say? What did you show her? So guess what? They're going to sit down with me because I'm a closer. Guess what? I'm going to close the heck out of them, right? I invite them to BPM one-on-one. I do the same thing. Guess what? I'm going to be making money by myself. That's an independent agent. That makes sense? Now, if I ask Miss Comfort, she just gave me 5 referrals. I'm like, Miss Comfort, you know what? All those people that you gave me, I just did your own policy, right? They pay me $5,000 for your policy. I can show her. Now, those 5 people that you gave me, if I go do the exact same thing I did for you to them, they're going to pay me $5,000 for each one of them. Now, I have a choice. Would you rather I keep all the money or you take some?
Take some.
One thing she probably says she wants some. I say, if you want some, guess what? You have to go through a little process. You're going to get on the platform. It's called an asset membership agreement. And then I'm going to help you get a license. And then on those 5 names that you gave me, we're going to add a lot more names. I'm going to show you how to make money yourself. Do you guys see that? This is the other loop. Now, do you see how I'm teaching you guys closing? Do you see how I'm closing my new prospect to either give me referrals or to join the business?
There's nothing on the table.
How easy was that?
Very
Easy for you.
Easy.
Easy peasy.
There was no
Easy,
pressure either.
seriously.
There was no
There's no
pressure
pressure.
at all.
I'm not forced. I'm like, hey,
Was it on the table?
if I help you correctly and you give me some names,
Yeah, but
I'm going to
these
go
shots
help
are
them.
too tight
No
for
big
me.
deal. Don't worry about it. I'm going to send you $100 for each one of them. But if you want more of the money, then you need a license.
Turn
And you
it
can
off.
pass that license in one day. I'm going to help you actually do that. But guess what? All I need to do is pass the license. You introduce them to me. I do the rest of the way. You get half the money. If I make an extra $1,000 every month on the side, unless you're making $50 an hour, that means I'm giving you an extra 20 hours every month to you. What can you do with an extra 20 hours right now?
A lot.
Wow.
A lot. You guys see I'm closing? Is there any pressure anywhere?
No.
Do they have to join?
No.
No. Can I still get business out of them even if they don't join?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's called referrals. Now, if I didn't do a good job, can I get a referral?
No.
No.
Probably not. Okay.
Especially if they
So
were,
I'm
if
saying
they're already, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was saying when we
no,
do our
it's okay, go ahead.
presentation, when we do the presentation, there's already a lot of pressure from us and the client can feel it. And then you not turn around and ask them for a referral. They're like, oh no, I'm not even going to put my my
The
friends through
pressure,
that.
the pressure is because you guys are scaring them to get a policy.
That's right.
I went to an event, and when they finished the event, I went to the agent's house in Philadelphia. And one of their friends that they wanted me to close told them, you know what, the way you guys present, I feel like if I don't join you guys, I'm going to die tomorrow. Seriously, that's what he said. I was like, oops. Then they tried to argue. I'm like, you don't argue. If somebody tells you something like that, you need to pay attention. Okay? So if you present like you're trying to make sure that if they don't do a policy, they're going to die. What do you think most people will do? They'll be hesitant. Okay? So you don't need to apply any pressure. You just have to empower them with the right information. Okay? And this is what I showed you guys this morning, by the way. Where's my thing here? And I'm going too far. I think I went all the way to the bottom. So bottom line is this. It said how to make $1 million selling life insurance. Number one, I told you I'm just going to show you so you can take a picture if you were not here. It says you have to learn how to deliver a constant message, right, to everyone of how you can help them find the money to spend, save, invest, insure, and plan wisely for a better future. Okay? So that way they can live what a debt-free and truly wealthy life. And what am I explaining to you? All you need to show them is what? The wealth equation and the 5 steps to building wealth. That's all you need to show them. I can explain anything in my presentation, but those are the only 2 things they need to know. The wealth equation and the 5 steps to building wealth. Why? I'm going to show you here real quick so you understand. So I don't care what you put in your presentation. If you do those 2 things, you always make it happen. Okay? So let me see if I can pull it real quick. Give me 1 second here. And I'm saying this because if you want to close, you have to have your own presentation. And I'm assuming every one of you has a presentation. If you don't, please work on it. You have to work on one. Okay? So let me. I'm just trying to pull one up real quick. I thought I opened one already, but I didn't. So let me go back and open that real quick here. Any questions while I'm looking for my presentation real quick? Okay, let me see here.
No question, Doc. But our young man you were talking about, he said 2 hours everybody was sharing different story. And the only thing he said he heard was death.
Okay, Amanda. Okay, so you guys think I'm lying, right? Amanda was there. Amanda is right here. Please tell them that I'm not lying.
No, you never lie. No. No. Yes, over 2 hours. And the guy, that was not his first event. He said everywhere he's gone, and either the person took a policy and they died later and their family got paid, or they didn't take it and then they died and they didn't have any coverage. So it's like, if this is all you're offering, I better just stay away, because if I get it, I die. If I don't get it, I'm gonna die. So I'm cool right here.
Oh
There's
my
big
That's
balloon
what
on
he
the
said.
table in front
So
of
when he
you.
said that, guess what I pulled out? I pulled out what I'm about to share right now. Okay, because I was kind of like, I was not the main guy at the presentation, but I was just there because I was in my little part, right? So guess what I pull out? These 2 slides right here. It's called the wealth equation, and all it says, well, you make income, subtract lifestyle, you have savings. You guys have heard me do this one each time. Miss Amanda, are you living your dream lifestyle right now?
No, sir.
No. Do you have enough savings for the future that you desire?
No,
Now, are you making enough income for the lifestyle that you want?
not at all.
Good. So if this is a wealth equation, is strike. What type of lifestyle are you living then?
Paycheck to paycheck.
Good. What have I just done?
Close.
I've just disturbed the heck out of them. That's all that slide does, just disturbing them. Do I know their problem right now?
Yep.
Yes, I do. Did they realize I know their problem?
Yes.
Yes. So this is my close. Miss Comfort, if I can show you how to make enough income to live your best lifestyle and still have an amazing future, would you be open to it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, what do you think they're going to say? Absolutely. Do you think now they're interested to hear what I have to say once they say absolutely?
Oh, yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
You can start your presentation right there, you'll be fine. You have to.
Oh, wow. Doc froze.
Frozen, Doc.
You guys hearing me?
Can hear you
We
now.
hear you now. You're frozen for a bit.
You were frozen for a minute.
It's freezing on my end. I don't know if it's me or you guys. Can you guys hear me okay?
It's
No,
on your end.
now we can hear you, but we didn't hear the closing question.
Yeah, because I saw that it kind of went out a little bit. So my apologies. I'm not sure what's going on. But do you guys My problem is?
Doc, you cut out again.
You were frozen again.
Let me see. Give me 1 second.
We're getting sabotaged.
Yeah, it looks
That's
like
that's the work of the devil.
The devil is a bastard.
You guys, you guys are praying right now.
He's a bastard. He's the village people.
Yeah.
No, I was saying, do you guys see how with one slide, I can get the person to understand that I see their problem and I understand it?
Yeah.
It's freezing again. Let me see. But my signal looks okay. So what's the
We
problem?
can hear you. You're not freezing right now.
We can hear you now.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I'm just saying, do you see how just with one slide, I can get the person to see that I understand their problem?
Yeah.
Yes? So guess what I show them next? The 5 steps to building wealth, which is what? Right here. Now, I just need to go to the end of this.
So,
If I show them these 5 steps, in income, that's step number 1. You make income by what? Hourly, which is work, job, or passive, which is business. What am I doing here? Everybody makes money through working. If I show them to do passive, guess what? They're in business with me. That's recruiting right there. That's a whole recruiting presentation just in 1 step. If they make money, they need to make enough to spend some and save some. Once you save, then what? You can grow the money, so they need to know how to grow. And then guess what they have to do next? Protect themselves. Okay? Guess what most of you usually only talk about? Protection. Okay? Which is kind of what we sell in a nutshell. Okay? And then transfer. Then I ask them a simple question: which of these 5 steps would you need help with? Right? So if they tell me, I'll be like, you know what? For me to actually help you, I kind of need to know where you are right now. And the only way that's going to happen is what? I have to do a financial health check. That's where the FNA comes in. I can't help you. What do? We help people in a better financial situation, correct? Can I put you in a better situation if I don't know where you are right now?
Oh,
No. So I need to know where you are right now. Some of you tell me that you get pushback on the FNA. I've never had a pushback on the FNA. Why? Because it's probably how you are saying it. Okay? So let me see here. I'm going to go out of this one. Give me 1 second. I'm going to escape out of this. I go here. So I go back to this real quick. So that's step number 1. You see at the bottom, what does it say? Wealth equation and what? 5 steps to building wealth. That's step number 1. That's how you solve that right now. Is that pretty simple and consistent?
Yes, sir.
Can you share the same message to almost anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. What's the second step? I have to learn how to close. That's what it says. Okay. Not to sell, to close. How do you close? He said you have to do fact finding. Guess what most of us try to do? We have to sell. But he said you need to do fact finding. Okay. And it tells you the initial fact finding interview. How do you do an interview? Do you tell or do you ask?
Ask.
Okay. So some of you are presenting instead of asking. Okay. That's a personal financial review. This is the secret that what? Insurance sales training that most agents are missing. So most of us, guess what we do? As soon as you think that there's a potential for a policy, you're going to slap one at the airport. And then you're going to brag around that, oh, I saw someone at the airport, boom, I slapped them with the policy.
Cashback.
And they have no clue what you just did. They get excited because of how you said it. And you frighten them, they know they're going to die at some point, so they think you're going to die based after you talk to them. So they're going to do the policy anyway. And this is the trick. People get closed on emotion. but they charge back on logic. So if you don't create the logic, the emotion is going to die at some point. Guess what? There will be no logic left. Charge back. But if you give them logic first, you still have to close with the emotion. But when the emotion dies, there's going to be what? Logic. So they can't just charge back. When you call them, they're going to answer. They can actually even call you. Most people call, they charge back, they don't even call you. You call them, they don't answer. Who's experienced that before? You call them, no answer. Why? Because there was no logic. You just did emotion. You guys tracking? If you do by emotion only, when they charge back, they'll not even call you. So they need to understand the logic. That's why this F&A process is key, because what? You are working with them through the process. And they're actually learning as they're going. So they can't just say, oh, you just did the policy. They saw the process that you took to get them there. Does that make sense? So once they understand it, they'll be more serious when they get a plan. So you do the F&A. The F&A takes a little bit of time. That part is true. And that's what most of you are not patient to do. But I guarantee you right now, if we talk to a person that has worked hard for their money, I'm telling you right now, there's no physician that I've closed that does not insist on me doing the F&A. Why? Because they already have a financial advisor. They are paying for the same thing. Hello? Any physician that I met that I've closed, they actually always appreciate the F&A. Why? Because they make enough money to afford a financial professional. And they probably already have one. But when I do mine and I explain it, they'll be like, shoot, they never told me anything like this before. So now they want to get every detail on that form. In fact, let me tell you how. I always send a doctor 2 forms. There's a 1-page form and there's a 6-page form. So I said, doctor, you know what? They have 2 forms. You can fill the 1-page or the 6-page. Guess which one they always fill out?
The 1-page.
No. All the doctors fill the 6-page form. Seriously, try it. I give them the option. I'm like, hey, you can do the 1-page or the 6-page. Almost guaranteed they always do the 6-page form.
Mm.
Why? Because they work hard for their money. They want to know that whoever they're giving their money to knows what they're doing.
Mm.
You guys are hearing me? Very, very important. They want to know that you know what they are doing for them to give you their money. They work hard for their money. And this is part of the challenge that all of us face, which we need to fix. If you went and saw a client today and you just chat with them and they tell you that, oh, I have 50,000 in my checking account. Some of you just go like, yay. Right?
Big commission coming.
Yeah. So listen to this, please. You're going to set up an IUL. For example, put 25,000 a year. Say. But you're assuming they have 50,000 in the account. But they might have taken the last 10 years to save 50,000. But they're making like 5,000 a month. So you set them up front with 25,000 premium because they have money in the account. And then 9 months after, when 1 year comes around, you say they should put the next money, they tell you that they don't have any money. And you go like, but I saw 50,000 in your account. They're like, I used it already. Guess what's going to happen to that policy?
Charge back.
Charge back. What if you actually did the FNI and you saw they're only making 5,000 a month? Would you put all of that money in the IUL?
Not at all.
Absolutely not. What if they had 100,000 in the bank account and you ask them the question you should be asking? Somebody has money in the account, you ask them, what is the purpose of this money? What if they said, I have been saving this money as a down payment for a house and I want to buy the house next year? Would you put that money in the IUL?
No. No.
But you guys don't ask. So guess what? You take money that they want to put for down payment for a house, you put in the IUL. Can they take the money out in 1 year?
No.
Jesus Christ. Do you guys see where our problems start?
You say what I told you to max fund. You didn't max fund.
Yeah, he's in the class. He said you're going to max fund, but you didn't do it.
The jargon that was
Like,
speaking
what?
is not in their language. It's not in their jargon. Like you say, max fund. What is that? Max fund.
Pauline, go ahead. But you guys, I mean, are you guys tracking seriously? And these are things that we do, but if you don't really think about it, like you think you're doing the right thing, but you're not. You
Thank
need to
you,
know
Doc.
that the person is making enough money to actually pay the policy down the road.
Thank you, Doc. I actually learned that exactly was done to me. I had saved my money. I was getting ready to buy, and I actually mentioned I was planning to buy, so I had to delay buying the house for 3 more years because the money was taken, and now there was no one who could take the money. I had to delay for 3 years to buy a house.
One day you are not teaching this class, you know that, right? Because you told me you're a 9 out of 10.
Oh my.
That wasn't me, Doc. That wasn't me. But I'm with you here.
I thought that's what I saw. So, but it's making sense, though. Seriously, think about it. That's part of what we do. But if you don't really think about it, it's like, oh, I was doing the client said they had the money. But did you actually check how much they're actually earning monthly? Because that's the money they're going to use to keep the policy going.
Yeah, we're doing Aura FNA, Doc. Aura.
We're not even doing aura. We're not even asking the questions. If you ask the person, what do you plan to use this money for? They're going to tell you, I want to buy a house. Would you put that money in an IUL? The only reason you would do that is if you didn't know. But that means you did not ask. Are we getting, because this is kind of where the issue is coming from. If you can fix this part, the rest of the stuff becomes easy. Please, my people, are you seeing why we have to do the FNA? It's not an option. You have to do it. If you are being fair, have to do it. And it's not the option. Yes, you want it.
Yes, sir. I wanted to ask, how do you navigate someone filling out the FNA? Let's say they do the one pager, but it's not very thorough. So they put their income, they put maybe a few of their
Are you coming to Dallas?
Yeah, I'm doing so.
Yeah, I'll tell you then. I said I'll be my presentation right now. I could tell you how I get the information. I'll give you guys a tip. Every time you give somebody a one-page form for the FNA, they don't know what you're going to do with it. Is that true? So they're not going to take it very seriously. So they'll give you as little information as possible. They'll not even tell you everything because they don't need to. But if they give me one page and I give them a draft of 18 pages, beautiful colors, do you think in their mind I've done a lot of work already? They don't know what I did to get that report, right? What do you think they think, man? Right? And I'm not just an amazing job putting my one page into 18 pages. So they don't feel like they own me.
How do you
Right?
know? I just did one, not quite long.
So I always send them a draft of I'm going to cover this, when you guys come. But I'm telling you to understand the psychology of it. When I do the report, I always send it. Even if we do it online together, I'm still going to send them a copy as we're talking. Why? They're going to see that I've done a lot of work. Okay. Now, when I'm reviewing the report, I'm going to start pointing out things that they're going to come from. If I spell the name correctly, whatever, they're going to go like, oops. So this is what they were trying to do. They're going to tell me everything they didn't tell me before. Like, you know what? I didn't tell about the money that I made from or the money that I saved. That follow-up is where you get the right information. You guys get it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. You don't get the information the first time because they don't know what you're going to do. But when you review it for the first time, that's when you get the true information. So even if it's scanty, you want that, okay, I was still going to put it in the system. They're going to see the gaps like, oops, we didn't put anything here. They will think, okay. You guys get it? There's a lot of psychology to it, so don't miss it. It's very important. We good? So that's step number two is what? The closing is not about you selling. It's about you what? Helping them see where they are. Okay? He said instead the agent should ask what? Lots of questions to get the client to discuss their problems in detail so they can help the client to what? Want. If the client wants to make solving their financial problem a priority, it become what? It become a helper. Hello? You suddenly become a trusted partner in helping them get what they want. they start valuing you differently. You guys get the difference? Some of you, they keep seeing you like you're trying to sell me something. When I go through this, they go like, man, these people are really trying to help me out. It makes all the difference how they treat you going forward. Now we're solving that problem together. I'm not selling them anything. But because I'm the financial professional, they start to depend on me to tell them what to do. You guys get it? Does that process take a bit of time? Yes. And that's what some of you are trying to avoid. But let me tell you, as it is, do you spend less time doing the policy without doing it correctly? They pay you, then they charge back, or taking 1 week to do it correctly and never charge this back? What takes you more time? What causes you more pain?
Doing the policy correctly. And charge back.
Do you guys get seriously once you understand it's a no-brainer? Just take a bit of time. 1 week is going to save you a lot of pain, a lot of time. Some of you are trying to compete with other people. So you start doing wrong things just so they can put your name and recognize you and praise you for the short term. When I started in 2010, they didn't praise me until like 2019. Okay, I was going very slowly. But I prefer that personally. I don't know about you, that's what I prefer. And it's a choice you have to make for yourself. So what's the last step? This is the last step right here. It says what? You have to help the client to find the money to take action. How do you help them find the money?
Bring me my fish.
It's in how you present the FNA.
You did what?
Hello?
Liar.
All the money is in the FNA. All the client's money is written in the FNA. That's the only way you can help them find it, because you can also see. If the client has put all of the information in the FNA, which you help them do, now you're in the position to help them see what is off and what can be repositioned. So the client is not saving money, they are repositioning the money from a bad account to a better account. And it tells you the last step, and now you just what? Compare what they are doing today to what you recommend. That's it. That's your closing presentation.
You want one? Okay.
I showed you the steps.
We're not
In
gonna
my
eat it with
presentation,
ketchup?
I showed them the two things, right? I showed them the wealth
Why was
equation
Gideon yelling
and the
at me
5
when
steps
I
to
was doing
building wealth.
ketchup, when I was picking ketchup? He was
Then you
yelling at
want to
me.
explain how money goes, all of
Put
that
some
stuff. It's
ketchup on it for
embedded
me.
in the 5 steps of building wealth. Once you understand that, then the
So what
rest
happened
is
to
a
the bottle
no-brainer. I go
after?
through the process of the FNA. I've never gone to the FNA and not closed,
Why?
not even one time.
All right, give me some.
Most of the time, the clients will come back and tell you exactly what they want. Why? Because now they're as knowledgeable as you about where they are. Is it true that everyone wants to do well for themselves?
Yeah.
Yes or yes?
Yes.
What's stopping someone from doing well for themselves?
So,
Lack of
Lack of
information.
knowledge.
Yeah. So if I give them the right knowledge, are they going to make the right decision? I've never not taken someone to the FNA that they don't become a client. Never. Now, are they all going to get an IUL?
No.
No. Should they all have an IUL?
No.
No. Some people cannot afford it. Does that make sense? So don't give them something they can't afford. Give them something they actually need. Then you don't have a problem. Does that make sense? And that's part of our challenge, is that what we're trying to go fast instead of what? Just helping them understand where they are, showing them what is possible. They're going to tell you, hey, I can afford, I'm putting 1,000 in my 401k right now. I want to get the match.
Want to try the fish?
So I'm going to put 200, and then the rest earlier you can put it somewhere else. They're going to tell you that. I'll never ask them to cancel their 401k. Do you guys know why? Because if they get the 6% match, is that a double of their money?
You want ketchup?
Yeah, why would you tell them not to do it?
It's free money.
You guys get it? Don't tell them cancel your 401k. No. If they're giving you a match,
It's really nice.
take the match, but everything after that, let's redirect it.
Yeah, I really like it. We can give Gideon.
What do you think this person is thinking about you right now? This
Daddy
is
want
truly
to sleep?
professional.
What he said about his food?
They know how to match the system.
Hmm?
If they're putting one tonight, they're putting 800 in there
Can you
for
cook more
IUL.
wheat?
Guess what? You need to design the
Can you
IUL to
take the
match
wheat away
fund
and
with
cook more
800.
wheat?
Because if you do, they're going to even see money in year one. Some of you get like 4 zeros in the cash at this thing. Oh my goodness. Some of your policies are designed exactly like I'm telling you right now. True or true?
Mine got 10 holes.
True. And the zeros increase when they pay minimum no lapse.
Exactly.
And they're charging back.
Let me explain this very quickly. Because some of you say this casually to people, but you don't understand what that means. Do you guys know what minimum no lapse means?
Huh? It's plain term insurance.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So you guys are asking the client to get a 20-year term insurance when you were giving them a 20-year term for a fraction of that amount of money. You guys didn't hear me. When you tell the client to pay minimum no lapse, you are giving them a term policy for a significantly more expensive amount than what they'll get if they just got the term policy. Why would you do that?
Wickedness.
Does that make it professional?
No.
Absolutely not. And they're going to find out. And when they do it, they're not going to answer your call. Because someone's going to tell them. You guys, a lot of people know this thing right now, right? It's not like before. A lot more people know they have a license. So don't be going and messing around. They're going to mess you up too.
People are starting messing it up.
Miss Judy, what's up?
Good evening, sir. I'm just tired of everything. Okay, I
Get
met,
tired. I want you to be fired up now you know what to do. Don't get tired. This is the time you should be more fired up.
okay, I met a client a few days ago. She's 64 years old, and she told me she will be retiring next year. And she said I gave her 10 policy. After seeing it, she said, never, I don't want a thing like this. I said, why? She gave me some reasons why she doesn't want it. I said, okay. She said it's IUL she wants. And she cannot, she said, put in $100,000 policy for me. After designing it, I said, how are you? I'm going to give you a paper to fill so that you tell me how much you earn, how much you're making. She said she's retiring next year. And that she can, that she will use a pension and a social security for payments. I said social security is not really stable. And how much are you going to be getting from your pension that you want to use for IUL? I said this is not fixable. I said, do you have a 401k so we can roll it over to annuity? She said on fixed index annuity. She said I have a 401k. I didn't even consider rolling it over. He said, but I need to enjoy my money. I'm almost growing old and all of that. So I'm just thinking, what am I supposed to do from here? Should I give her a $50,000 policy where she can make a minimum payment, or what is the way forward?
Can you walk away?
Huh?
Can you walk away?
Yes, it's possible.
Then you should.
Okay.
Why are you trying to help someone that doesn't want to get help the way that you know they should be helped? Must you make them your clients?
No, I don't have to.
Now, how did she know about IUL? Were you the one that told her about IUL?
I told her a long time ago, and many other people told her. And she said, Miss Judith, you were the one that told me first. So I want to use you.
Okay, but you guys see what the problem was? You told them all about IUL. What do you think that they're gonna ask for? And you told them that IUL is medicine for everything. That's what you probably told them.
No, I also.
I'm just telling you the truth. If they told, I'm just telling you right now. If you didn't, other people told her that.
Yeah, but I told her about fixed index annuity, and I showed that term insurance with living benefits. She detested it. She said she doesn't want it.
That's because you guys into the FNA. That's what the issue is.
Yeah, I
If
told.
you did the FNA and you showed that she would see the tools that are good for retirement, right?
Yeah.
Then you should be more open to considering the right thing. But if you don't start correctly, like all the people that went and talked to her, I'm almost guaranteed they just talk about the IUL. They killed everything except IUL. There is no way she knew about IUL. She wanted only IUL. There's no way. I know that for a fact. You know that too. We told her that everything else is bad except IUL. That's what we said.
That was
If they told you that, what are you going to want? You're going to want the IUL. It makes sense. The thing you should ask her honestly, Ms. Judy, is what do you want the IUL for? Do you ask her that? What's the outcome you want out of the IUL? You should ask her that. What does she want? Does she want to give the money to her family? Does she want to use for retirement? What's the purpose of the IUL? You should ask her that.
To enjoy her life.
She cannot enjoy her life putting money in the IUL at the age that she's there. It doesn't make any sense.
Yes.
No, but somebody told her that if you put the money in IUL, you're going to enjoy your life because it's tax-free and it's going to compound.
Yeah. That was what we were saying initially, not anymore.
By the way, you guys realize this really quick. You guys know when you do compounding, right? When you choose compounding?
Yes.
If compounding has up and down, does it really compound?
No.
Okay. If the IUL does it have fees when you start?
Yes.
Yes.
What does it feel like? Is that like going down when you charge fee?
Going down,
No.
Yes, it is. If I grow your money, I take fees, it goes down, correct?
yes.
I grow it, I take fees, it goes down. Can you compound when I'm taking fees like that?
No.
Exactly.
It will take 20 years to see the benefit.
So we're teaching compounding, but we're not explaining how the compounding works in the IUL because it's a fee. Does that make sense? I mean, just something you have to think about.
Yeah.
That's why when you go and look at the client's money, they put 50,000, they might only have 54,000 after like 7 years, and they go like, so where's the compound? You guys cannot answer the question.
It takes time, 20 years.
Do you guys get what I'm saying? It's very important to understand that because there's a fee, it doesn't compound like we said that it should compound.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to make sure you explain it correctly. This product has your cash value, but there are benefits that you get for the fee that you pay. So you have to tie the cost to what? To the benefits. You guys get the difference? If they know there's a cost, but that cost gives them some benefit and they're okay with it. Let me give you, please write it down. Every client wants to know only three things. Three. And I know all of you will tell them about the 15 benefits of the IUL. There are actually 16 benefits. They only need to know three things. All of them. Try it. I will give you right now. Number one, they need to know the premium. How much are they going to pay?
Yes.
Number two, they want to know how much it's going to cost. And number three, how much they can take out and when. That's it. All these other benefits that you say, they really don't care about. Until you answer these three. So when you show an illustration, that's what you should explain first. How much they pay, what they've been charged as fee, and what they can take out. That's all they really care about. You guys hear me?
Mm.
All those benefits that we talk about, when they want to cancel, they don't consider those benefits at all. They don't. If you haven't answered these three questions right here. What am I paying? How much is it costing me? What am I getting for what I'm paying? That's it. We good? If I ask anybody, that's what you really want to know still.
Yeah.
That's it, what's up?
Thank you, Doc. So the question I wanted to ask real quick is, when you run the this person, you give them the IUL, and also you set up the term with living benefit, and at some point And after maybe I can say 1 or 2 years of contribution, they say they cannot afford IUL anymore, that they want to pay the minimum no lapse. So my advice, like, I mean, if you financially like, because it was kind of tough. I say, okay, if you pay the minimum no lapse, you can wait the 30th, because I know the 30th we can adjust the premium and the face amount after the 30th of the policy being enforced. But if you want the remaining month that you have to hit your 3 year, you can stick on the minimum rulers, and then we can adjust it, so you can be able to pay and get more back to you, because you already have the term of living benefit. So in that case, that's what I told him though. I don't know probably what advice or what you can give around that.
I really get my chance before they ask about minimum no lapse, because we're explaining it wrong in the first place. Think about it for a second. If I put money in an IUL and there's a fee, and I'll do illustration so you can see it, that fee can be wiped out if I have one inside more one. Cash. Hello. So I show the client that the policy is flexible. You can pay as little as the minimum no lapse, but you can pay what? The 7 pay. That's what I show them. Okay? But if you pay the 7 pay, it actually takes out your cost of insurance because they give you more interest. If you pay the minimum lapse, that's the minimum you can go, but that's not what you want to pay. If they understand it, what do you think they want to do? Pay the minimum or pay as much as possible?
As much as possible.
Yes, if they start properly, they pay as much as possible based on what you design. They'll never have to cancel, because even if they stop after 4 years, I'm just saying right now, I did that for medical doctor 4 years, they'll never have to worry about the policy charging back or canceling. So the more they put upfront, the better. But you have to tell them that upfront, but it has to be designed correctly. Don't design it in a way that is too much, right? Whatever they pay, you have to make sure, of course, that you're looking more at their income rather than just about the savings. The issue we have, most of us are designing the policy based on their current savings, not on what they're actually making. They cannot pay the policy for a long time based on what they're saved. They're going to pay based on what they're earning. Does that make sense? So you have to tie the premium more to what they're making rather than to what they've saved already. Are you guys tracking with me? It's very important. Because if you do that, then you're making sure that they can be making money at premium. But if they have extra savings, then it gives them a buffer, so that it buys them time in case the income goes away for a while. So I normally don't talk about minimum dollars at all. I've never advised them to do that, because what? If the policy was designed correctly, you never have to go there. I'm still going to tell them about it. Why? Because things might happen where they need to do it, but now they know it's worst case scenario. They have to go from there and then make it better, right? They have to pay more. You can't be there. It's like me sending a term policy, but I'm charging you a lot more than I should say a normal term policy. And after 20 years, that policy is going to be gone. Okay? Miss Polly.
Thank you, Doc. I'm taking you back to step talking about compound. I know you have a reason as to why you do the things you do. Compound is one of my favorite things to talk about. The one that is fancy, that shows too much money and excites everyone. But I know there's a reason you don't use it. And you've probably seen it, and if you haven't, I'll show it. Why don't you particularly use that concept? Because a lot of us use it. In the way
No, don't get me wrong. The concepts are the concepts, right? The reason why I normally don't, in my presentation, I don't show the compounding the way most people show it, but I show it in a different way. I use the banking concept to show compounding. Okay? Which is what? If you are paying money in the bank, they're paying for 1%, and you're paying 10% on your money, the bank is making 100 times. That's compounding. That's how I show my compounding to them. So what's the idea? If you can skip the bank and you are getting the 10%, guess what? Your money is going to compound the same way. But that's how I tell them about compounding, as opposed to I show them how the compounding grows. That's what I choose to do, because I know that the way that the money is working, that compounding that we show doesn't add up. Because when they ask you how much they put in and what they get, it never makes sense for the compounding that way. So is that true, by the way? Well, look at your policy.
Well, yeah, that is true, because the compounding we show You should
It doesn't add up for the money that you
100,000.
take.
40 years down the road, you're at 4.5, and man, everybody wants to get at 4.5 million.
But you guys see what I'm saying? On this, practically, the way that we talk about compounding, you put 100,000, you go at whatever percent, it doubles. Eventually, 7% doubles every 10, whatever, 10 years, every 7 years. It does not work like that in the IRA when you give it to them.
Mhm.
Well, because there's a fee. And the rate of return is not normally 7% flat. It can vary. It can be 0.7 if it's Transamerica or whatever the cap is, right? So it varies.
Okay.
So the concept is important to understand, but I'm saying that practically, the way that the IRA works, that compounding never shows up the way we explain it.
Thank you. That's what I knew that you had a reasoning behind everything, but it does 100% make sense.
And I'm not saying not to show, they still need to understand it, but if you look at the policy and you try to do the compounding, you lose all the time. It doesn't work. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Charles, what's up?
Thank you, Doc. I have a question about that minimum no lapse.
Yes.
Is it automatic that if someone is doing minimum no lapse, the policy will lapse after year 20?
It's guaranteed only to last to be there for 20 years. That's it.
Even if you are paying the minimum no lapse every
If you only pay the minimum lapse, they guarantee no matter what the market does, they guarantee that policy is going to be there for 20 years. That's the most that they guarantee.
It's on the policy document.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. Yeah.
So, let me explain what I understand by that minimum no lapse. Then I have done it to about two clients, and this is my thinking. I might be wrong. Instead of giving them term life which expires in 20 years or 30 years, why don't they do the minimum that, because IUL doesn't expire, it can keep going until year 40.
Charles, this is the issue that we have, and we guys have to understand this. If the client says, I just want to leave a death benefit to my family, then I want them to pay the minimum to give that death benefit. That's perfectly fine. But if that's not what they want, you should not sell the policy like that. Do you see what I'm saying? I can have a 6-year-old client, they say, I want to have $1 million policy just to leave what? A death benefit for my family. Okay? So I don't care what I'm actually paying. I don't care about the cash value. I just want the policy to be there when I check up. They can tell me that, and it's perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with it. But I'm selling you the policy knowing that there's not going to be any cash value. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if they tell you that they want cash, you have to set up with them to have cash. That's the point.
Okay.
Charles, are you hearing what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if the person says, hey, I just want a death benefit, you can go like, okay, if you guarantee a death benefit, then you need to have what? Like you can pay minimum life, but I won't even do that. I'll do a whole life policy. You guys know what final expense is?
Yes.
It's a whole life policy.
Yeah.
So you never stop. You're not going to stop. That's why we have whole life in the portfolio, but none of us offers whole life. But it's there. So, Charles, you hear what I'm saying? It's very important to understand what the outcome is for the client, and then we have to give him a solution to address that outcome. The issue is when we are saying that they say they want cash, but we're designing so there's not going to be cash. That's what the issue always is.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very important to understand. If you're meeting the client's need, then you're good. If you're not, then there's a problem. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
But Charles, don't look it up. If you look, the minimum no lapse only guarantee that it can last 20 years. They can't guarantee. That's what they guarantee in the policy information. Yeah.
And then what if they pay that minimum no lapse for like 10 years and they want to do the target? How does that affect the policy?
Have an illustration, go and play with it. I cannot tell that. I don't know. I don't know what the market is going to do. I don't know that reading. I don't know anything. I cannot predict. That's why they give us an illustration. Go play with it, you'll see. Okay? I'm not a magician, and you are not either. When it comes to showing what is possible, just use the illustration. It's going to give you different scenarios so you can see what it says. We get it? Awesome. Let me take a couple more. Amazing. Amanda Clark, what's up?
Yeah, Dr. Kwende, I wanted to stay in line with the minimum low labs. I had a client and I
Wait. Why you guys so much talking about this minimum low lab thing?
Well,
Is that what you guys are saying to all the
Because we have
clients?
set up a lot of minimum low
None
labs.
of my clients does minimum low lab. Not one of them. I only show them that it's flexible to that level, but none of them is doing it. Why? Because I don't teach them to do it.
And
I
that's why
teach
we're
them to
having
do minimum low lab. Why? Because you want to get a lot of premium, so you can get a lot of pay.
No, that I think one of the reasons why what I think we're doing minimum if the client threatened to cancel the policy, you know.
No, because it wasn't set up correctly in the first place. That's what the issue is. Yes.
Exactly. We didn't do the FND. So here's what I'm saying. So a client had a policy set up in March. So she pays April, she pays May, and then she called that, oh, she doesn't make enough money, so she wants to reduce her payment.
So Amanda, that means we didn't even check how much money she was making before set up the policy. If we knew how much she was making, you get what I'm saying? Seriously, understand this?
Yes. I have no doubt about what you're saying, and I'm just bringing this up. So now, so Transamerica say when she pays, Transamerica send her May and June check back and say you either need to pay $500 to keep the policy going, or because you're not paying the money, we're gonna give you back your money. So she got upset. She's like, why they give me back my 2 checks, my last 2 month pay when they say I'm not paying enough money? So I tried to explain. I said, well, you know, the minimum low lapse you're paying, because she said she was paying, she had planned to pay her policy based on her extra hours or her overtime, but no longer having overtime at the work. But when we did the FNA was now, but there was no overtime on what she told me, right? So she got upset and she's like, I'm not even, let me just cancel the whole thing because you people just lied. And she out on the phone with Transamerica and she's screaming. She's like, oh, you lied. You know, how you going to give me back my money? It doesn't add up. How you say I'm not paying enough, but then you give me back my last 2 months payment? And I said, can we just sit down? And after we end here, we can go back and do an illustration I was telling you. And she's like, no, and it just been a big mess. So this minimum low, it didn't even go 20 years. So I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying it will not go because you still have to pay.
Yes.
You can't go 20 years if you didn't pay the minimum low lab. You have to pay that amount still.
Exactly.
So listen, all of us make mistakes when we start. Let me tell you my mistake that I made. I hired some people and I did a plan and I told them, they said they were going to join the business. So I set up the plan so that when they join the business, they're going to make money to pay. And guess what? No business.
You got
No
falling
money.
off the floor laughing at you.
Please don't be setting up policy for future money that they're not making yet.
Yeah, she almost said to me I was basing it on my overtime. I said overtime.
No, but I mean, you hear what I'm saying? Please don't bet on future money. Overtime is not guaranteed. Okay, so don't do that. I've done it too in the past when I started. I'd be like, oh, when you make money, you're going to fund the policy. I made no money. I was like, oops. So from that point, no. If you are not making the money right now, I'm not considering the money, period. Okay. So it's going to happen to you too. So please pay attention. Don't set it for future money or extra money they're going to make. That's not standard money. Don't count it. Okay.
She told me later on that she was busy on her overtime. Now the place cut off overtime. Now she said she can't get it. I said, what?
Exactly. Okay, I'll take 3 more, then I'll finish. Okay, Miss Yewande, what's up? I'll take Yewande, Remy, and then Comfort.
Hi, Dr. Kwende. Sorry, this is still on this point, but I just wanted to point out that you're right, that if we set it up right, it really shouldn't be an issue. But for me, in the cases that I've had anyone say that they needed to adjust, I always tell them that it's there in a worst case scenario, or if they have to reroute funds, you can just reduce it. Or if you need to pause payments, that's the flexibility of the IUL. But if you don't want to completely pause, you can pay that in the interim time that, you know, maybe you're putting money towards a house fund or something like that. So that's the context in which I've explained it. But anytime someone for me does say that they need to go to the minimum, I sit down with them again and I make it very clear that this is going to adjust the expectations that you are having for this policy. So if you don't return back to what we originally stated, you may not be able to look at this as a cash value growth account anymore. So I think that if they switch, you just have to make it very clear that it no longer serves the purpose for which we created it for. That's for me. And
that is true. That is true. Yeah.
The second thing I wanted to say, just to Mr. Charles's point, was for me, I found that sometimes if I have someone who is mid-range older, like 50s, maybe early 60s, and we're looking at term policies, some term with living benefits are really quite still expensive for them, depending on their rate class. So I'll actually run an IUL illustration on a minimum no lapse or somewhere between target and minimum. And sometimes you'll find that the policy doesn't last, but it lapses longer than the term lasts. So maybe my term lasts for 20 years, but the IUL $50 above the minimum lasts for 30 years. So I'll take it back to them and I'll say, hey, this is an IUL. It doesn't last forever, but it lasts longer than this term that you have. And you do have the ability to add in more if you want to. And so I actually give them both of those options and I explain the risks of doing that with the IUL. But for some people that works, but they understand that if you pull cash, the policy is done. So I think it's about.
I like that, but you remember you're focusing on what death benefit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And even if they have the IUL for death benefit, it's okay then to talk about minimum lapse. You get it? Because they only worry about death benefit. But short of that, you should not be going there, in my view. You shouldn't be setting up IUL and focusing on minimum no lapse. That's not smart at all. By the way, because you understand minimum no lapse is important, between Transamerica and Nationwide, which company has a lower minimum no lapse for the same face amount?
Nationwide.
Transamerica.
No.
Nationwide.
I think
Nationwide.
it's
Nationwide.
Significantly lower. Go and do it and see it. Go and do an illustration for the same client with the same face amount with Nationwide and Transamerica and look at the minimum no lapse. Nationwide has a significantly lower minimum no lapse, which means what? If you have a client that is struggling with money, like business owners that their income is not stable, you should do the policy with Nationwide, not with Transamerica. Hello? Some of you didn't hear what I just said.
Thank you. We heard it.
Nationwide has a significantly lower minimum no lapse premium. So usually it's a business person that their income is variable. We prefer to deal with what? With Nationwide, because when they're struggling, they can still keep the policy. So if you have your poor clients, that's probably who you should use instead. Because the minimum lapse is actually much lower. Go try it. I'm not telling you to just listen to me. Go do your session and see it. You'll be shocked. We good? Mr. Remy, what's up? You're muted, sir. Sorry.
Thanks, Doc. So coming from the meeting there where you mentioned about the policy review and FNA, so I tried that concept. I called one of the clients whose policy was not due for review, and I did a policy review with her, and I did an FNA in that same process, and I uncovered that she was interested in protection for her mom. And I asked her mom is about 61. And I asked the question, what do you want out of this protection? It's like you were suggesting. Is it really just a death benefit? Are you concerned about illness, critical illness down the road, or what do you really want? And she did explain that she was concerned about the critical illness down the road. And in their family, they do live very long. And she gave me a little bit of context. So I did a illustration for whole life. It was coming expensive, and the final expense whole life, it was coming expensive. It was only giving me like $40,000 for a 10 pay. And I just did all the different options. I showed her this one does not give you all the living benefits that you would like to have. I said term policy is totally out of it. Term living benefit, yes. But the term living benefit amount compared to IUL, the IUL was, just like the previous speaker said, the IUL was better. Now, it was coming at $100,000, which was the lower amount, the lowest amount on the IUL scale, $100,000. And it was about 3,000, it was about 4,200 or so. Now, I tried to go back and forth with her. I put a premium at $2,400, and I did a 1,000 lump sum, and I put it on level. It changed it from being lapsing at 88 to all the way to 121. Do you see a problem with that
No, so Remy, once you actually run the numbers, by the way, when you're comparing one company to the other, realize that the ratings are not the same, right? So the only way I can tell you to compare, if you ask me, is you use the best rating for all of them to see how it changes. Because the interim ratings, you cannot match one to the other from one company to the next. So I'm just saying, if I'm comparing, Remy, I'm going to use the best rating because I know the best rating is the best that they have, right? So I can compare that way. But short of that, I can't really know. The rating, second rating, for example, for Transmedica does not necessarily match the one for Nationwide. Does that make sense? So if you're going to compare, you at least have to start with some baseline that makes sense. But if you run the numbers that way, you can tell that, hey, it makes sense or not, right? And you can see if they just want to have a debt benefit for a longer period of time, then yes, the one that gives you that is what you're going to offer them. If it's an IO, then fine, whatever it is. But you have to be solving the client's need. That's the main challenge. The only issue is when you are doing it, they say they want cash, but you are focusing on debt benefit. Or they want debt benefit, you're worried about cash. See what I'm saying? But you have to be solving their need. Once you're solving their need, then yes, it makes sense to run different illustrations, see what company makes the most sense. Right? Somebody talking about minimum no lapse. It's different for every company. You can run different companies and see what they are, right? And then you understand what to give to the client. But Ms. Corbett, before I answer your policy, there's something that we do that is impacting your business. And I was talking to compliance just yesterday. Not compliance, what do they call them again? Supervision. Okay, because they're checking our businesses to make sure that we're doing things the right way. You might not know that, but they keep checking the background. There's something called placement. Okay, let me explain because this is important for your business. You're going to start hearing about this a little bit more. So if I submit a policy with Transamerica, the application, and the client accepts the application, then my placement is 100%. If I submit one policy and then they take the policy, okay? If I submit 3 policies and the client only accepts, if I submit 4, they accept 2, what's my placement?
50%.
50%. What if I have a client that I'm not sure, so I submit a policy with Nationwide and I submit the same policy with Transamerica at the same time? Can I get both policies accepted?
No.
What have I just done with my placement?
50%.
Yeah, okay. Why is placement important? You guys realize every time you submit an app, the insurance company has to dedicate resources to do the underwriting, correct?
Right.
So it costs them money. So every time you submit an app and you don't take it, it costs them a lot of money. Do you think it's important for them to track placement?
Yes.
They might not be telling you right now, but I'm just telling you to remember what that means. So if you want to put a policy in, it's better to what? Actually check with the underwritings first to see which one is more likely to accept that client before you submit the app. Don't just test it like we normally do. Does that make sense? Because it affects your business from their end. You guys tracking what I'm telling you right now? It's very important. They're doing more of that right now. If you put in 2 policies for the same client with 2 companies, you're going to only accept one typically. Because the first one that they accept, you're going to take it, for example. But you're actually making your business quality look bad on their end. So it's better you do the pre-underwriting. By the way, and they were telling me this, most of us don't understand that we do field underwriting. You guys realize that the underwriter never sees the client, right? Who sees the client? You and me.
We do.
Do you remember in the application, they always ask you, did you see the client? Why do you think they ask you that?
To make sure I actually saw the client.
No, because you have to do underwriting for them.
Yeah.
You guys get it? So you were supposed to ask them the question. Some of you just fill the medical question without asking the client.
What? No.
Yes, you do. That's what they told me.
No.
Okay, do you have a form that you use to ask the client the questions that you ask him?
Yep. Information sheet.
Yeah. Since I said I say information sheet, most of you don't use it.
I use it all the time. I have folders here full of them. Yes, sir. I do.
Yeah. I always ask the client to fill a form. I don't do the application online. I don't. They have to fill a form and send it to me.
Yep.
Why? Because if they come back and they say that, oh, I put something wrong, I'm going to pull the form like you send this form to me. And there's a medical form that Transamerica normally had before. I still make them fill that form. So I have something that they sign that what all the questions they answered are correct.
Yep.
You guys get it? You have to find ways to protect your business. When I do the FNA, I always send the client a copy. Why? It's a record that I send them something. It's in email. It's time-stamped. If they come back, they try to pull a stunt that I didn't do something wrong, boom, I'm going to pull that up right away. Okay? You have to be defensive in your business right now. Okay, Ms. Comfort.
Okay, so so today I had an experience with one of my agents. So she came in, she had a question about, she was a little confused about, she's a nurse, so she had a question about the traditional IRA and the Roth, and I was trying to explain to her, and then all of a sudden it dawned on me, and then she had a question about her policy. So I said, hey, come on Zoom, let's look at it. And of course, not going by what we did, we had given her a $200,000 policy, and she at this point she's paying no lapse, minimum no lapse. It's like I could have just canceled the policy altogether, but I guess being a licensed agent, she had to keep it. But she said she's struggling a whole lot to pay that policy. So I looked at it. I said, okay, by in another 3 years, you should be able to bring this policy down to the to the point that you can comfortably. Uh, and I did honestly say, hey, this is what I'm talking about. Because when I tell my agent that I'm relearning the business, they don't understand. So I took her through the whole thing. I showed her dime and everything. And somehow I was able to now say, okay, hey, let me show you how the term policy also works. I just took her through a few things. And then at the end, and I asked her, I said, do you understand why we do what we do now? Or why, when I tell you guys that I'm relearning the business the correct way, does it make sense to you now? She said, yes, it does make sense. So I think that we have to also start with our agents. We have, some of us have done policies that are so, I mean, our policies are messed up. So of course, the agents who are messed up. So start with your licensed agent, start working with them, start teaching them these little things. And before you know so I just wanted to share that because it's all from what I'm learning. And honestly, Doc, this is just a game changer. I can already see the future of our businesses, what it's going to look like if we keep listening to you and learning from the best of the best. So God bless you, sir. Thank you.
By the way, we're learning from each other, okay? Because the point is you have to go learn some stuff, right? Go do some research. You have a question, illustration-wise, go play with it. I don't know everything about everything. I just know some things, okay? There's too much to know. So don't think that I know everything. I don't, but I take time to learn the things that I need to know. And I want to challenge you to do the same. Remember, all these things change. The companies change certain things. So please, we have to constantly go back and educate ourselves. Are we good? Very important. Mr. Frank, what's up?
Hey, hi everyone. Thank you, Doc. This is very educative, and but I have two things to mention or to ask. One is about minimum no lapse. I don't talk about it myself, but sometimes because clients ask me what it is, I just tell them, don't even think about this. But in case if things are not light, because after we did FNA, that things have gone down, maybe you have lost a job, then you can use it minimally, but you have to make sure that it disturbs whatever I've shown you. Now, when it comes to just like who said about compounding. Compounding, I teach them, I tell them, okay, compounding always occur. But I know I'm trying to show you this illustration with about 7.75 or 7.3, depending with the rates which are there now. But I tell them this is a weighted average. It's not just the way it should be. But on average, that's the way to go. So it may be less when we are looking at it, or when you are on a bit higher, because of which I've seen some money being earned right now because the stocks have been good. I've seen some interest being credited a bit higher than the way it has been. So that's a weighted average. Then but I have an issue here, doctor, and that's what I'm going to ask you now. I had this client today, in the morning, how I was in a morning meeting, and for sure, when I went and gave the client the FNA to complete, she refused. So she asked me what the purpose of this. I told her because I don't. This one will be able. We'll be able to check where some of the money which you don't know where they are there. How the money I can be able to help you look for where to find the money, or to show the source of your money and how much you can afford. She told me, I know already how much I can afford, and tell me about my budget the way it is. So she told me she don't feel that happening, but I asked her, I need to know about the income. But she told me all what she needs is a policy which can afford. And she told me I can afford only to pay 250. So I told her, okay, if you can pay 250 per month. She was about 48 years old. I told her, okay, this is how much. But she told me, somebody told me I can get more death benefit out of this. So I asked her, what are you looking for? Are you looking at the death benefit?
Why didn't you ask her to go back to the somebody?
Well, then I'm kicking her away. I need to
kick her away. Sometimes you need to.
Well,
if somebody already promised you, why are you coming to me? They told you they can give you more. Why are you coming to me? You should seriously ask the question.
So when I asked her about that, I told her, "What are you after?" She told me,
Frank, slow down. Let me help somebody here. Think about it. Can you submit an app without knowing the client's information?
No.
Okay, so how do you plan to submit the app when you cannot give you basic information you're asking for?
So now, when she told me how
you
much,
didn't answer my question. You are telling me that they didn't give you information about the FNA, but they're going to give you information to submit the app. Do they know the difference? You tell them, I need this information to submit an app. That's what you're going to say. Hello, you guys hearing me? Very important.
Yeah.
The information I'm asking is what they need to submit the application. You have to give me, do they need to give you their income to submit the application?
Yes.
Yes. So what do you mean they say they are not giving it to you? How are you going to submit the application then? You ask for their social, they say, I can't give it to you. You ask them their age, they say, I can't give it to you. How are you going to submit the application?
So, doctor, let me repeat this. This lady, okay. I do, I'm a CPA, so I do her taxes. So I know her income. But okay. What she told me is this, I don't want to fill this form. So should I kick her away?
Yes, if I were, I'll kick her away. I'm asking you honestly, how would you fill the application if she doesn't give you the information? Like, seriously, she's going to give you information to fill the application. How are you going to do that?
All right, I agree with you, doctor. Then I make it quiet. Now, the other one which I wanted to talk about.
Right? No, seriously, how can you actually help the client if she's not going to give you information? What kind of client is that? If they're going to help someone, they need to be at least listening to you. If you tell them I need this information, they need to provide it because you are the expert. You can't be depending on them. They don't know what they don't know. So you tell them, I'm the expert. This is why I'm asking you. The company needs it if you want to do it. If you don't want it, I can't help you.
Okay. The last question which I have is this. I'm from Kenya.
Yes.
And in a long time ago, there are so many agents who are there. And they messed a lot of Kenyans because people used to get only term life. And some of them never informed them that the policy is term. After 10 years,
it disappears.
Yeah. So when you talk to them, you try to explain about the term, they tell you, no, I hand so and so, they lost the money. We are trying to collect wrongs which were there.
Okay, so this is what you have to say to them, Frank. Do you have car insurance?
Yeah.
Yeah. When's the last time you claimed on your car insurance?
Maybe never.
Did they renew it by year?
Every year.
So how many years have you lost?
Twice a year.
So why are you acting as if you haven't lost money insurance already?
Okay. All right, Doc.
Frank, we have to be straight up, right? Seriously. Once you're straight up, like, hey, don't be pretending that you don't know. You already lost money in insurance already. That's how it works, right? Some of it, you don't have to lose money, but it costs money to have insurance. Which is true, by the way. No matter how they say it, it costs money to have insurance policy. That part is true. Right? Yeah. So we have to kind of educate them the right way, in my view. By the way, I always talk about minimum no lapse, but is this what I say? Do we say that the IOL is flexible premium?
Yes.
Yes. Should the client know what the flexible means?
Yes.
Yes, it means you can pay as little as what? The minimum no lapse as maximum as what?
7 pay.
Okay.
Not even you can even do the single premium.
Yeah, single premium.
But do I recommend they do single premium?
No.
No. Why? Do they need to know why?
Yes.
Yeah. So I explained all of that to them. So Frank, the more the people understand what is there, then you see that. But I'm like, hey, if you are paying minimum no lapse, it's not really going to help you because it's like a term policy. But if you put more cash, the return on the cash pays the cost. Then you basically have the life insurance for free. So the more money you put, the better.
So can we solve? Can
they
we
have to
solve
understand
instead of target? If they want more, then the
I'm not
benefit.
even good. I'm just telling them the range. You can go from the minimum no lapse to 7 pay, for example. That's the range. That's the flexibility you have. Does that make sense? So you can pay anywhere in between. That's what I tell them, which is true. But as the expert, I'm going to recommend that you put as much money as you can up front. But if I already designed the policy correctly, then it's going to work out for sure. And if I'm going based on the outcome, I'm going to show it right now. If I go based on the outcome, Frank, it's always going to work out. The problem we have is that we're not focusing on the outcome for the client. Who has set up kids policies before? Child policies. Okay. How many of you have set a $1 million face amount for a child? Be straight up with me. But what do you guys call it? A $1 million baby plan.
$1 million baby.
It's a face amount of $1 million, $1 million baby plan.
No, we know better. But we thought it was the $1 million baby.
All of you have $1 million baby plans that are not $1 million baby plans. All of us have them. Okay? We have to know the difference. Okay? The point is that a baby plan has two options. So I'm going to give you some questions to ask a business on a parent, okay? I'm not going to do the child presentation, but I need you guys to understand this real quick. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to change this to this one right here, okay? So these are the questions you need to be asking a business, a parent, basically right here. Take a picture. Okay, when it comes to that, we're going to go through it so you can really understand it. But bottom line is the first question I ask every parent, what do you need to save money for? Is it for school or for the future? That's the first question. That makes sense? If a child is 10 years old and the child has to go to college at 18, they have 8 years to save money, and the parent needs 100,000, or a child is 2 years old, they have 16 years to save 100,000, would they be saving the same amount a year?
No.
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 You guys get it? You have to know.
Yeah.
What do they want? Well, how much do they want at the time? So that's the next question. Because if you don't know this thing, you never design them correctly. Okay. So the first question is it for school or for the future? If it's for school, you need to know if it's 18 years old, how old are they right now? How many years do they have to save? So you have to ask what do you need. So how much would you like the child to have at the time of use? So if it's for college at 18, how much do you want them to have?
Right.
Whatever they tell you, you're going to do that divide by the number of years they have right now.
Right.
Otherwise, you don't have a college plan. Hello? Then you tell them that, you know what, you can save this money in the bank. If you're saving this amount every year in the bank, you're going to have the college money. But let me show you what this same amount can do in my plan. Closed. You guys get it? That's how you set up a child plan. It has to be based on what? The outcome when they need the money. They work backwards.
Yeah.
Are we good? Parents understand that because it makes sense.
Yeah.
Don't just tell them, oh, I'm going to set $1 million baby plan, and then you want to show that their kids are dead. They don't want that. Okay. So you have to be careful, but you have to ask the right questions upfront. Okay. Next question here is what? How would you normally save the money right now? Right? Because I want to know what they're putting in. Are you putting in 401k in the bank, wherever? Does that make sense? Because based on that, I can show them how much different it is. What concern do you have with your current savings, approach? I'm trying to close them right now. So I need to know what their pains are right now. Okay. Now, this is my close question number 5. Very important. What if I can show you an alternate way to save the same money to give you a much better outcome? Would you be open? What do you think they're going to say?
Yes.
Open.
Absolutely.
Show me.
Closed.
Bingo.
Is that easy? Is that easy?
Makes sense.
Now, what about business people? I'm just showing you this. When you come to that, I'm going to give you all the other jigs. But if you're a business person, I'm just helping you guys so you know how to start talking to everyone. Okay? Please take a picture of the questions because that's the key. The first question you ask any business owner is what? What keeps you up at night about your business? Every business owner is going to tell you, every one of them. Okay? They're going to tell you exactly what keeps them up at night. Now, there are three things that every business owner worries about. Three, mainly. Number one is retention of key people. Number two is replacement of key people. Number three is continuity of the business in case one of the business owner goes away. Hello, those are the three things they worry about generally. We have products to solve all three problems. We good? So when I ask the question, what keeps you up awake at night? I know the answer I know what to say based on what they tell me. Because I already know the solutions we offer business people. Now, if the issue is retention, for example, it's going to be called what? An executive bonus plan. Now, this is a little trick. Can the owner of the business become do a plan for themselves, like for retirement for themselves? Yeah.
Yes.
So this is how I close them. If you put money in that plan, it has to be after tax. If you pay yourself first, you see, Mr. Frank is the guy that would know about this stuff very well. I say, Mr. Frank, if you pay yourself first, okay, and then you want to put money in that plan, you're going to have to pay personal income tax, which can go up to 37% because you make a lot of money. But if you do it through the business, what's the business tax rate typically? 20%. So question, Mr. Frank, how do you want to put the money in the plan? Do you want to go to your personal paycheck or to the business paycheck?
The business, definitely.
He said, no, they're going to tell you the business, no brainer. What do you think the person thinks about me right now?
Very smart.
I kind of know a thing or two. You guys see what I'm saying? I'm going to put a certain amount of money. If that money comes from my paycheck, I'm going to pay more tax to put it in. But if it comes through the business, there's going to be less tax, so there's going to be more money in the plan. That's how it works. They'll be like, that's a no-brainer. We good? Man, you guys are going to be so good, you will not even know what to do with yourselves.
We are coming to Dallas.
Okay, so I asked them, I'm trying to cleanse them further. Do you prefer one stream of income or multiple? What do you think every business owner wants?
Multiple.
I'll say
Multiple. What's the most challenging thing that we do in business is to convert thinking from what? Employee to entrepreneur. What is the advantage of an entrepreneur already? They already have the mindset shift. That's the easiest person to recruit. We have to ask the right question. If I have a business owner and they have other business owner friends, and my job is helping business owner, I say, Mr. Frank, you have a business. If I have your business owner friends, I do the work, you get half my money. What do you think Frank is going to say? How does that work?
Yeah.
He's going to ask straight up, well, how does that work? Boom, closed. Business people are the easiest to close if you know what to say. You don't have to say much.
We try to go for nurses.
Do you have a retirement plan yet? Do you know what most business people don't have a retirement plan? They think that the business is the retirement plan, but they are running the business. Retirement means you are not working. So guess what? You cannot have a retirement plan as the business when the business cannot run without you. So guess what? You should be putting money in a plan that does not require you to be working when you stop working. What's that plan called? An executive bonus plan. Should every smart business owner have one? Yeah. Is that how you're talking to them about it? Anyway, hope I got some value today. You guys got some value today? Let me see here. I know some of you are sleeping already. Okay. In the next 14 minutes, you guys can ask me any question about anything because I'm done with my training for today. If you don't come to Dallas, you're going to regret it. You're going to wait till another 3 months to get value, but it's so good. Anyway, ask me any questions. I know you guys have been asking me questions already, which is awesome. Miss Juvie, what's up?
Just repeat for me those 3 business
Needs.
Retention of
retention, replacement, and continuity. That's it. 3 things. Yes, Miss Juvie, go ahead.
All right, that was my hello, Doc. That was my question, and you answered it already.
That's cool, Juvie. Thank you very much. I like that. Okay, Miss Amanda.
Yeah. Yes, my question is, Dr. Kwende.
Oh, Juvie, do you have another question? Sorry.
Yes, though. I have another question.
Okay, sorry, Amanda. Go ahead, Juvie. Yeah.
Okay, hold on, Doc. So I'm at the airport right now.
Okay, are you coming back?
Yes.
I'm coming back tonight. I'm coming back tonight.
We miss you, Juvie. I know you've been having fun.
So Doc, so you said that it makes sense that you said that we only have to say 3 things, the 3 benefits in an IUL. So I want to reiterate that again. You said the premium amount. We have to tell them also the charges or the cost or the charge.
So it's
fee?
not. I'm just saying that every account, any person that has a policy, what really concerns them is those 3 things. We can tell them about the benefits, and that's okay. But what they really want to know always is how much am I going to put in the plan? How much is it going to cost me? And what am I going to get out? Those are the 3 most important things they want to know always. My point is that when you guys show an illustration, do you always show them the cost upfront? When you talk about the benefits of the IUL, do you talk about cost?
No,
No, you don't. But that's what they need to know. You guys get what I'm saying? So the stuff they really want to know, you guys don't talk about it.
So you mean, Doc, we need to talk about it
upfront? Yes. My illustration is
upfront.
focused on telling them those 3 things. If I don't tell them anything else, I'm going to explain those 3 things upfront, like that.
Okay. I got it, Doc. Thank you, Doc.
You're welcome, Jimmy. Amanda.
So I'm in line that same process. So and my sister, just like you said, if my purpose for getting my sister policy was the death benefit, because I don't want her to be a liability.
Yeah.
And she got a policy just pretty close to 69. She was 69. She's been having a policy for 3 years now. Policy payment is really high. And so we've brought it down to minimum loan lapse. But looking at it, like you said, every year, all that money is going towards insurance costs, so nothing much. My goal is not cash. Can I go and change a policy that's already in force to a level? So her debt benefit
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, you can. Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so I just called them.
By the way, let me straighten this out for you guys.
Please, thank you.
Do you guys know what increasing means?
Increasing of the benefit.
The benefit.
Do you know what graded means?
Yes.
Yes, at some point.
Increasing and then to level.
Graded and increasing are kind of the same up to a certain point.
Right, and then it changes.
Say that again, Dr.
70.
Yeah, I said graded and increasing are exactly the same up to a certain point. The graded is supposed to stop, the increasing is going to continue until you change it. But what does increasing mean? If I'm 50 years old, when I become 51, does my cost of insurance go up?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. Now, if I'm 50 years old and my cost of insurance goes up, I have 500,000 insurance. and a half, I put 100,000. What's my debt benefit now at 51?
500.
If it's increasing,
Okay.
600.
Yeah, 600. Yeah.
So guess what they're going to charge me insurance on?
600.
600,000. So I'm getting older and I'm paying more insurance. What do you think my cost is doing?
Increasing.
Increasing
Higher.
crazily.
That's what we're experiencing now. Thank you, Papa.
You guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm 50 and I get a $500,000 level policy and I put 100,000, now my 100,000 is in that account, but it's level. So my debt benefit is 100,000. But how much does the insurance pay from their own pocket? 400. So guess what they charge me insurance on?
400.
400. Guess what my 100,000 is doing? Cash-free growth. If the next year I put another 100,000, how much do I have cash in that account now?
200.
200.
What is the insurance at risk to pay if I die?
300. 300.
So what did they charge me insurance on?
300.
Is that the same? If I die and they give me my 200 plus 300, did they take any of my money?
No.
No. But that's what they tell you, that, oh, they kept your money. They didn't keep your money because they were not charging you on it.
The level is the devil.
Yeah, that's why they tell you level is the devil. I'm like, you guys are devils to say that in the first place. Honestly, I want to study the stuff to understand it, so that's why I'm explaining to you. You have to go master your craft.
Mm-hmm.
If you are
Where did
getting
you go?
older, at an older age, your cost of insurance goes up faster. So if you do increasing, it goes up really fast. So it eats away your cash value very, very quickly. You guys get it? Seriously. Especially if you are rated. Are you less likely to be rated when you're young or when you're older?
When you're older.
Yeah, so everything is working against you.
Mm-hmm.
So question, if you want more cash, should you do increasing or level?
Level.
So how come level is the devil then?
Because they said so.
For lack of knowledge. For lack of knowledge.
Come, all of you just do graded. You never question it. Go and do the illustration and see. They tell you that, oh, graded is good. Graded is still increasing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
To a certain point. Yeah.
Only automatic.
70.
You guys get it seriously. You need to understand this stuff. Please don't be casual about something that is that important.
That's true.
I thought they said the graded is a little bit of increasing, a little bit of level.
No, it's increasing until it stops.
Increasing then levels.
Mr. Ebenezer, if you don't believe me, go and do the illustration and see.
What about people before the age of 30?
Increasing.
Say that again.
People before the age of 30, which will be better?
It's not about age. What do they want?
Purpose.
If they want more cash.
Level.
The devil.
Actually, run the illustration and check it out. That's the key, right? Sometimes it might not look the same way, but you need to understand what those things do. Does that make sense? But actually run the illustration to see what it's doing. Don't just assume when they tell you something, please don't just accept it. Go try it and see.
You don't
What
like
if the
the ones
person
that
is
are
dying when they
in?
don't know what they're doing? You're just gonna copy and paste.
Huh?
By the way, don't believe me because I'm
But
saying
it
it. Go
really
try
made
it
a
out.
lot.
If I'm lying, then come and tell me that what you said
All
is
that
not
she
true.
made 2 bowls of French fries. Liar.
Are we
So
good?
Doug, with the
Gideon.
face amount policies that we had, and with increasing. So
That's
how's
a
that?
no-no. That's a no-no. If you have a big face, you don't want increasing. Trust me, I'm just telling you right now.
We already had long time ago, 3 years
You
ago.
can ask
So
them
what
to
do we
change
do?
it. You can submit it, but they can change it for you.
Okay.
The companies can change it. You can submit the paperwork, they'll change it for you. Okay, Mr. Posted.
I just recently asked for the papers. They sent it to me.
Good. Mr. Posted, what's up? I have 5 minutes left.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Thank you so much. So I have a client. So I've already presented, did everything. I don't know, maybe he has a license.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what he sent to me. I am not targeting a specific face amount. My priority is maximum cash value accumulation at 500 months and 6,000 per year. Please use the lowest face amount the policy allows for that premium while keeping it non-MEC and properly structured under the applicable life insurance. I want the death benefit minimized as much as reasonable possible, so the policy is optimized for cash accumulation.
So the client is even telling you, are they licensed?
I don't know. He didn't tell me he was licensed, but we find out that we got a license from him. But anyway, so when he said that, I was discussing, I was like, what kind of policy? So who is the person? The wife is 24 years old. So my question to you, he already specified what he wants. So to me, I wanted to sit down with him and still do FNA. Because I did illustration for him. I did 129 as the face amount, 129,000, and then put that 500 as a 7 pay. So it became 590 something. And it was very good. He liked it. It was like, oh, this is what I want. Is that the highest that I can go? So my question now is this. Do I still need to, he already specified, do I still need to go do FNA for him? Just to see, because I was looking, I know he needed more cash, but still, just to show him that they, because he has a policy, he's just doing it for the wife. He said he has 3.5, but you already know about the policy. He's at National Life. He wasn't doing well.
Is that supposed to say that you really want to know my truth?
Yes.
I never do an illustration without doing the FNA first.
Okay.
Because the illustration is the solution. How do you get to the solution when you haven't even checked what they are?
He has 3.5 million.
No, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you right now, that's for me. I never even get to that point. I don't show illustration until they've done the FNA. Because the illustration now is showing them a solution. Does that make sense? So I can't start showing them a solution when I don't even know what the problem is. How do I know they haven't? There's illustration for FNA, there's illustration for IUL, there's illustration for term policy. So what illustration are you showing them?
Reverse engineering.
Do you hear what I'm saying? I start with the getting where they are first. Once I know that, then I show the appropriate illustrations. But if you show them illustration for that means you already told them what you think they should be getting. So that's why they committed to something. And it might not be the best for them. Like what I'm just saying, right? So should you still do the FNA? Yes, that's my answer. Mr. Abo said, if you don't do the FNA, you miss out on business that you could be getting. That's the point. Right? They might have a rollover that you can do. Right? They might have kids or grandkids. You have to do the stuff so you can see. I did the FNA for a doctor couple, right? I'm not kidding. They filled the form. They actually did the form, the front one. Do you see what they call tax now, tax advantage? They told me upfront, we don't have anything in tax advantage. I said, I can see that. They already worried just filling the form. They're like, oops, we have nothing in tax advantage. I'm like, I know. So they know what is missing already just by filling the form. Okay? Very important. Okay. You guys keep putting your hands up. What am I going to do? I have to cut somewhere. Me, Jean, is it Jean or how do you say that?
When is the funeral?
Jean, you say it correct first time.
Tu parles français?
Bien sûr, je parle français.
D'où viens-tu?
If it's not on the first, then
Du
I go to
Cameroun.
CTC.
Du Cameroun?
It's not a
Oui.
big it's a Friday.
Moi
No,
aussi.
that's good. Oh, it's
Oui,
a
merci
Friday.
beaucoup, Dr. Kwende. Je sais que vous
So
êtes
can I
mon
go to
frère du
CTC
Cameroun.
on the first?
Yeah, merci. Qu'est-ce
That
qui se
time they be
passe?
using me. Oh. How are you gonna go?
Okay,
You want me
so
to take
They
away
say in
from
English,
taxes?
so there's
Have
nothing
you
why I'm
been?
making it
You know
coded.
me to.
speaking
We are
in tongues.
global. We
Just come,
But
come,
can I go to
no, come
CTC?
from
Why
Paul.
don't
To
you ask
Kwende.
You're
Brandon?
speaking in tongues.
He
You need to
doesn't go to
decode.
CTC. Ask him with the
Come
funeral.
from.
Oh,
Oui, oui.
Come from Paul.
I don't know. 'Cause it's
Le
probably
challenge.
maybe
I
he
mean,
can and but
I'm going to
he
speak
can
English.
tell
I'm
me.
so sorry. I just,
Sorry, my mom
I'm
is
just
in the office.
Moi, je
You check for
comprends.
me.
right because you mentioned that if somebody wants more cash accumulation, and after the FNA, we will go. It's better for us to go with level. And did you also mention that if the person passes a certain age, the person is not losing anything, even the cash value that is in that he has accumulated? Because when I do illustration, I do level and increasing.
What I can say is that the cash value is added to the face amount. But with level, the cash value is not added to the face amount. So for sure, I did like I compare illustration, and then I can realize that when I look at a 65, 85, and even 121 level, in case of like cash accumulation, the person has more money. But for the first maybe like 20 years, the face amount remain at level, right? Just that face value that he picked at upfront. So what happened to that cash value accumulated if the person died? What will happen with that?
Just explained it, right? You guys said what I explained?
No, I didn't get
You
that.
didn't hear? Yes. So, yeah, for your understanding, if I have 100,000 level policy, and I put 100,000, no, I have a 500,000 level policy here, okay? And I put 100,000 in that account, and I still have a death benefit of what? 500,000. But the company now only owes me, if I died, I already have 100,000 on my own money. How much do they have to pay me extra?
400.
400,000. So they're gonna charge me insurance only on what? On 400,000. If I had another 100,000, then I have 200,000. My debt benefit is still what, 500,000. How much do they have to pay me from their own money?
300,000.
So they're gonna charge me insurance only on what?
300.
300.
So if I die, they give me 500. Have they taken my money?
Okay, so I understand. I understand. So the cash value is already built into the cash, the face amount.
Exactly. That's why if I go up to 500,000 now, it's a paid off policy. I don't have to ever pay anything. You guys get it?
Thank you so much. Wow.
Yeah.
Merci beaucoup, Doctor.
You're welcome. Okay. Okay. For sure, I'm going to add that in Guto, okay? Miss Gloria, real quick, you guys keep it short. Mhm.
Thank
Miss
you,
Gloria, what's
Dr.
up?
Kwende. Yeah, it looked like it's the same question that I was going to ask, that if there is a cash accumulation in the policy and somebody, or if the client takes some of the cash accumulation, is it not going to reduce the face amount? Unlike the other ones that
He's not supposed to, because they're still going to keep it at level, okay? So that way now he's going to have more that he owes the company, so they're going to charge him more insurance. That makes sense?
No, I didn't get it.
No, I'm saying that if you want to maintain at the 500,000, let's say you put 200,000 and you take 100,000 out. Now that means what? They're going to charge you an extra 100,000 for the death benefit.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. Miss Enzima.
Good evening, Dr. Kwende. Good evening,
Good evening.
champions. I want to take you back to the flexible premium you talked about. You
Yes.
said you explain it to the clients. You tell them the minimum and the maximum. My
Correct.
question is, you said the maximum is the single premium, but
Yes.
you don't advise on that.
Correct. Because it's going to
Can
make,
you
you
please
know why, right?
explain?
You're licensed,
Okay.
right?
Yes, I am.
Do you know what a MEC is?
Yes,
How
modified
do you,
endowment.
how do you make a policy?
When it goes over what is allowable,
Which
then
is
you
what?
have to pay taxes.
Yeah, but which is what? What's the allowable one that you don't pay taxes?
The 7 pay.
Good. Exactly. Yeah. So I explained that to the clients. Do they need to know
Okay.
that? Yeah.
All right. So why is it there in the first place if it's going to make?
Because you can have a foundation, they have a lot of money, they have a tax plan outside of that. They can just dump money as a foundation because they have a tax thing. They can don't worry about how much is there. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I think the reason why they have it, the government doesn't want rich people to just dump all their money into the area and not pay tax. So they limit how much they can put. So they're going to leave it outside, pay tax until they put it in. But if foundation has a tax status, they can just dump money into that account like an endowment. Does that make sense? And not worry about the tax part when they take it out.
Thank
Does
you
that help?
very much. Yes, it does. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Dr. Ma, I know you're up late. Are you back?
Oh, and I'm losing my voice from
Are
celebration.
you in Ireland or where are you?
I'm in Ireland.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for all you do. If I want to reduce, or no, it's not reduce, to have the policies exchange from increasing to level, I mean family policies, because that's what I did for most of the policies for the kids and so on. Since they are adults, am I entitled? Will the company allow me to change it, or do I have to go to individual person
Who's the
to have
owner of
them
the
sign?
policy? The insured always has to sign, I believe.
Okay.
If it's a minor, then
So
I
I
think
have
the
to go
owner
to
has to sign. Yeah. But there's a
So I have to
form.
go to
There's
my.
a form for that, yeah.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ma. Thanks for staying up late. Miss Ingutu, what's up?
Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for yet another powerful session. I don't really have a question, but I just wanted to let you know that you have a growing team in Florida. And when I was looking at your in-person trainings,
You didn't see one in
Florida is
Florida,
not
right?
Florida is not one of them. So please consider us as well. We are here, we are growing, and we need more of this.
What part of Florida are you guys in?
Orlando.
Okay. Now let me know. There are things that we can absolutely do. Okay. If you guys are nice, I might come out there.
We are very nice. So
I'm in Florida.
Okay. Dr. Ade is in Florida. I'm going there any day. Right. This weekend, I'm going to New York. Right.
Yes,
This
sir.
weekend, this Saturday, I go to New York. So yeah, I'll be traveling a little bit more, but let's talk and see what's possible. I may have a lot of travel coming up, but I'll be happy to help any way that I can.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Miss Doreen, okay, worst case, Augustine, you'll be the last one. You guys are always pushing my Doreen, what's up?
No sleeping for you, Doc. Thank you, Dr. Ma, for asking about the kids on. So, but Doc, one thing I realized is you mentioned that you went and you learned. So I'm just asking, where did you go to learn about
So
every item on the illustration, right? If you are studying for the license course, so you get to talk about all of those, like everything that is on the illustration, every item. So they talk about it, but then I think we still need to know like all of that and be able to explain it to the client when we do that illustration. And why I'm saying that is because like you advise that have the client experience first is the most important, even before recruiting that person. Because if we explain those things upfront when we're during a client experience and they understand it, and we happen to recruit them, it's going to be very helpful. They are going to go through the license course easily, and it's going to help you explain it. Like, remember this. So, is there a better way that we can really know, or I don't know, what best way to understand all of it? Is it just calling the companies and telling them, hey?
Well, you can use personally, I'm curious, right? So when I came into the business, I used to work in medical field. I used to make things you put in people. I'm required to know everything about what I do. That's my background. So when I come here, it's the same approach that I take. I can't go and tell someone something that I really don't know much about. I have to go look it up. I have to go read it. I have to read my illustration, whatever, and go through it and play with the tool. Does that make sense? That's how I learn. Right? Because I was interested to know the stuff so I can tell the next person. So the illustrator is very simple. If you don't understand their definitions for everything, take your actual policy and actually read the stuff that's inside, you're going to learn most of the stuff that we're talking about right here. It's in your own illustration, in your policy. Everything plus all the definitions are in the illustration that they gave you. So please go study your policy. You'll be amazed what is already in there. But if you go to the illustrator, play with it. If they say something, click the button, see what changes. Do it again, take it up and see what happens. Makes sense. That's the only way to learn is actually, and then if you have more clients, they're gonna ask you different questions. It's gonna force you to learn as well. So Doreen, I've learned over time. Does that make sense? I don't explain everything to a client. It's too much stuff. But as you go, you're gonna learn stuff. They're gonna ask you different, just like you guys are asking me questions right now. You get what I'm saying? That's how you also learn, by what? Exposing yourself. You force to go learn something. If I'm going to come teach, I better know some stuff. Please force yourself to teach. Okay. You can't go to your bake shop and they're asking you stuff you don't know anything. Oh, this one I don't know. This one I don't know. You think they're going to listen to you? No, they're not. So you have to force yourself to learn by teaching. We good? As I'm teaching right now, I'm learning even more. That's the truth. So please go teach. Last one, Mr. Augustine Ochieng. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Thank you so much, Dr. Kwende, for this great opportunity. I got two short questions. When you were explaining about
Can you ask one at a time? I used to be smart. Now I'm not. Just ask one.
The first one is
next one.
when you're talking about the business owner prospecting, and you talked about the business executive business bonus.
Executive bonus plan. Yeah.
Yeah. So most of the time when I explain it to them, they try to say their CPA advised them or their accountant that they cannot pay insurance with the business.
What kind of license does an accountant have?
I think just the CPA license.
Do they have a financial license?
No, most of the time, no, not necessarily.
So you asking your business person, you are trying to get financial advice from a tax person, right? That way.
Okay.
Are you asking them that? No, you have to ask. You have to work in collaboration with the accountant, by the way, don't get me wrong. But they have to get the right accountant that understands how the system truly works.
All right.
And there are books that talk about these things. There's a book called What Your CPA Will Not Tell You. So ask them to go read the book.
All right.
You see, you have to empower them, right? Augustine, when you do, they're going to start respecting you. Tell them, go read the book. It tells you exactly what you need to know about your business. And a lot of accountants don't even know that information.
Thank you.
Okay, what's the other question?
The second question is about annuity. I've interacted with some of retired veterans, and they keep on saying the TPS, they're not allowed to convert it to an annuity. How can we go about that? Some of them are retired, but because they had that TPS pension,
Doc, I can answer. I can answer
okay,
that
Mr.
because
Charles can answer that question. Charles, go ahead, please.
All right.
Yeah, I'm a veteran. It's TSP, Thrift Savings Plan.
Yeah.
If you are still serving, you cannot roll over that plan into an annuity. But if you are retired, you can roll it over into an annuity. I am retired and I rolled over mine.
So, all right, thank you.
You guys very concise. Is the truth, right? Even like a 401k. If you are still working, a lot of time you cannot move your 401k, except the company has something called in-service distribution, right? But when you're about to retire, they're going to give you the option. You can take their own pension, or you can take a lump sum. They always give you that option.
All right.
As soon as you take the pension, you are stuck. You guys, because once you take the pension, you are done. But if you take the lump sum, now you can roll it over.
All right. Thank you.
You get the difference? So Charles is right. You can move it only when you're moving, but they give you one shot. You either take the lump sum, or if you make it into a pension, then you are stuck. As soon as you take pension, you are screwed. But if you take the whole amount, then you can go put it in another place. We good?
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
People, I know it's kind of late, but I want to appreciate everyone if you're sticking with me. We need to change the game. It's not that hard. 100 people that decide to make a change in the next 9 months, We're going to transform this whole company.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kwende.
Thank
We
you.
good?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. God bless. Have a great night.
Appreciation. Good night,
Good
everyone.
Okay.
Thank you. Good
Bye-bye.
night.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.